Greetings, YouTubers. This is Game Maniac, back for another video. It's been a few weeks, almost a month I think now. But all I can say is I've been a little sick. So back at least finally to do another little update video for my games, and also also want to maybe start my videos from now on with with like a currently playing, currently watching kind of a thing. Just for fun. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get into the video. So what I am currently watching right now, this is a great anime series. Yes, I do like anime. It's actually what I mostly watch. And that series is actually a short series. It's only like 16 episodes long, but it's a really cool story. It's very violent though, so I mean, it's not for kids. It's definitely definitely for more mature audiences. And that is Bakano. Now, it's a very good series. The first, you almost have to watch it more than once, I think, just because it's very convoluted. Like, the story is like, you can definitely follow it, I mean, but it goes back and forth between years and stuff, so like mid episodes and stuff, and so like you have to piece the story all together by the end. But it's a very cool story. I would recommend anybody to watch it. Alright, what I'm currently playing on my Wii right now. This game actually came out forever ago, I think back in like 2008, beginning of 2008. And I've had it for, I don't know, probably over a year, maybe even 2 years now. But I don't know why I haven't started it, but I haven't. And it's I love this series. I like the previous one on the GameCube. But yeah, that would be Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now this is a very cool game. Like I said, I don't know why I haven't started it until now. Just hadn't had the chance and time. But yeah, it's really cool. I actually think I like Melee a little better, but this one is just as good, and I love that Sonic is in it. It's kind of a cool thing. Yeah, so I'm enjoying it, unlocking characters and all the different stuff, trophies, stickers, and levels. It's a good time. Okay. Now, what I'm currently playing on my DS is, I actually just finished the first game on this just a couple weeks ago, so I figured I'd start the second one. And that is Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box. Now, I so far love this series. The puzzles and stuff to it are they're awesome. Some of them are easy, some of them are like common sense, but some of them, like, they trip you up, they trick you. They're trick puzzles. The only thing I probably, puzzle-wise, I don't like on those is the sliding block puzzles, because I hate those. But I love the story to it, and I love that it's like an anime, watching an anime pretty much. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Enjoying it much. Okay. Now, what I'm currently reading right now, this is kind of a huge book series and whatnot, but I definitely would recommend this. If you like Lord of the Rings or anything to do with magic or dragons, definitely check this book series out, because it did have a movie adaptation about the first book, which they didn't really do a great job on it, so don't judge it. If you've seen the movie, don't judge the series on that movie. Definitely pick up the book, though. And this is the final book in the cycle. It is Inheritance by Christopher Paolini. Love the different dragons on the covers and stuff. I'm like 300 pages into it right now, but I love it. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on currently. Now we'll go on into the actual recent purchases of games that I've picked up. Now this one I pretty much beat and played the original one of this. This is a DS game. We'll start with DS games. And I liked it a lot back in the day. It came out in like 1998, forever ago. But yeah, it's a remake on the DS, and that is Diddy Kong Racing DS. Now, it's pretty much the same exact game for the most part. The only thing they added was like some of the races have like touch mini games to them, and I really don't know if I like it that much. It's like the touch stuff just doesn't seem like it controls accurately with it, but maybe I just have to spend more time with it and get used to it. But currently it's still a good game because it is Diddy Kong Racing, and that's a really good racing adventure game. So anyway, moving on. Now this series, I've never played a game in this series, but from what I hear, people like it, and I'm sure I'll like it. I like RPGs as an RPG, and that is Dragon Quest IV: Chapters of the Chosen. Now, the reason I think I like it is just because I like RPGs like that, and in that same vein. So, yeah. So it should be a good time. And the character designer on that is actually the same as Dragon Ball, which is Akira Toriyama, which that's kind of a cool thing. Actually, is my favorite probably anime series. Moving on, we are going to go into the next game I have is Monster Tale. Now this game looked cool from the minute I saw what it was. It's an action adventure type of a game. The top screen is like you have your character and you just go around beating things, kind of like almost like Castlevania, I want to say, from what I understand. And but you have your little monster in the bottom, and like you can bring it up to help attack you. And I think monsters can go down into, I'm not sure, but I think monsters can go down to the bottom screen. You can attack through there too. But the monster levels up and learns different attacks, and it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty fun. So I will enjoy that when I get to it. Now this game, I probably should have done this one first, but it ties into what I've been currently playing, and that is the third game of the series, Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Now, I'm sure I'll like this one because I love anything that has to do with time manipulation or time travel, anything like that. So I know I'll like this story a lot. It probably will be my favorite story in the series so far, probably. Even though the first and so far the second one have really good stories too. Now, the next one is a Kirby game, and that is Kirby Mass Attack. This one came out pretty recently. It's should be a lot of fun, hopefully. It's gotten a lot. I've watched a lot of reviews and stuff online, and read stuff in game magazines and stuff. So you basically just control Kirby, but there's like 10 of them, and you're controlling them all at once. So it's probably going to get pretty chaotic, as far as I know. So it should be pretty interesting. So next game is, now this series, I'm not really that into this series, but it was on sale, and I've been meaning to just at least try it out, and since it was so cheap, I was like, I'll just pick it up, and if worst things, if I don't like it, I'll just sell it or do something with it. So yeah, that's Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Now, as far as I know, this game actually has pretty good touch controls, like mini game control stuff to it. And I hear that the story is pretty good in it. And for a DS game, I believe the graphics are pretty good. So yeah, should be a fun time whenever I get to that. As far as I know, it didn't sell very well though, which it happens. Next game. Now this game I didn't, when it first came out, and for the longest time I was like, I probably wouldn't like that game. I'm not getting that. But it was only $10, so it was not a big deal. And I've heard too many things about like different game critics and whatnot, so I don't always go by them, but a lot of times I like similar stuff. So that is Elite Beat Agents. It's like a music rhythm type of a game, very quirky or weird, I guess. But yeah, you pretty much just touch and slide to the music and rhythm of whatever's going on screen. But yeah, it's should be pretty fun as well. From what I've played of it, I played a little bit like the tutorial part of it, and it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. So I'll dive into that as well eventually. Got so many games. This next game is a Sonic game. Now we're going into 3DS games. It's actually pretty recently came out. It's a Sonic game. I'm pretty sure anybody that follows Sonic games knows what this is already. But pretty much mixes modern Sonic and classic Sonic together. And that is Sonic Generations for the 3DS. Now, I would have, if it would have came out on the Wii, I probably would have got it on there, and well, I probably would have gotten both, but because they are different games from the 360 PS3 version to this. But yeah, it pretty much mixes like the classic Sega Genesis Sonic with, in this case, modern Sonic. But the modern Sonic in this is talking about like the Sonic Rush games, which those games are a lot of fun too. Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure is the two. But yeah, you just play through different past stages and stuff and play a classic version of it and a modern version of it. So should be a lot of fun. I do like Sonic games mostly. Some of the newer ones, like the modern Sonic games, are hit and miss. Some of them are fun, and some of them just the controls, the camera is bad. But overall, I like Sonic. Both I prefer classic, but I still enjoy the modern Sonic games. Now, the next one for 3DS. I only have two for 3DS. Now this series I didn't really get into when it was on. It's actually on the Genesis, but I didn't really like it when I played it on there. But I mean, it's been a long time since I played it, so I might like it now if I went back and played it. But yeah, that is it. Actually, it's pretty new. Shinobi. Now, I like ninjas. For games and stuff, my favorite ninja series is probably Ninja Gaiden. But pretty sure I like Shinobi. It looks pretty fun. So, okay, now we're just moving on to the Wii games. Got a little bit of time left. Actually, another Sega game and another Sonic game. Now this is actually part of the a little mini series of the Sonic games that were on the Wii. I actually liked the first one of the series, which was Sonic and the Secret Rings. I did like that. I mean, the controls it took some getting used to, but once you did, it actually was a lot of fun. So hopefully, I'm hopefully thinking this is going to be the same way. It's going to be like tricky at first, but I'll get used to the controls and then I'll eventually like it. So it'll be fun. That is Sonic and the Black Knight. This came out a while ago as well, and it's actually part of the Sonic Storybook series, which I think there's only those two. So I don't know if they were planning on going farther with it or not, but yeah, there's just the two. So yeah, moving on. Now this is a music game. It's a Guitar Hero game. It's Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, or Guitar Hero 6 if you would prefer. Now, music games kind of fell out a little bit in popularity, but in my opinion, it's because they brought out too many and too quickly. But they're still a lot of fun and a good challenge. So, but yeah, I like it. It was only like $13, so it's pretty cheap. Now this is the last game, and it was only $10, so it's another little cheap game. But it actually started out as a downloadable game, and they just combined all the chapters and put it on a disc. But I love this movie series and that it's based on. So that would be Back to the Future, the game. Now, from what I've heard, that it's a pretty good story to it, and I love Back to the Future. Once again, goes back into the whole time manipulation and all that, all that jazz. So yeah, that's my recent purchases and pickups, and currently playing and reading. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back to you with a quicker video next time. Until then, catch you later. See ya.